School for tonight's 5A state playoff match between the Cactus, Shadows Falcons and your Cienega Bobcats. Officials at midfield for tonight's match, Brian Jenkins, John Fung, and Mike Dunn. And now, your starting lineups. The Falcons of Cactus Shadows are coached by Jack Suter. Starters for tonight. Number 1, Emily Bankston. Number 2, Emily Brashear. Number 5, Izzy Copley's. Number 8, McKenna Schuler. Number 12, Avery Billingsley. Number 16, Taylor Fitzmaurice. Number 18, Alex Copley's. Number 20, Katerina Kosteros. Number 22, Kristen Jacobson. Number 23, Cameron Capuzzo. And number 25, Graca Cook. And now for your Cienega Bobcats, coached by Tony Torres, assisted by Hector Camacho and Alex Davis. Number 5, Jordan Singleton. Number 8, Gabby Strivey. Number 9, Deja White. Number 10, Lainey Bunton. Number 13, Annie Towell. Number 15, Marissa Eschert. Number 16, Shania Walters. Number 17, Mia Torres. Number 19, Molly Hester. Number 22, Mackenzie Johnson. And number 25, Adriana Pacheco. Fans, we'd like to remind you to please remain masked tonight. We know that the players on the field and the officials are not beholden to that standard, but as fans, we ask that you please remain masked for the entire evening tonight. We also encourage you to remain physically distanced from each other so we can keep our players and our community safe. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America by playing our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Both Cactus Shadows and Cienega High School abide by the Arizona Interscholastic Association's Victory with Honor protocols. That means we root for our student athletes in a positive manner. Best of luck to both teams here tonight. All right, welcome to Cienega High School. It's a 5A state playoffs. Jason Miller along with Kate Goss here tonight on the call. Opening round of the state playoffs here. The number 13 seed Cactus Shadows Falcons from Dove Creek and the Bobcats of Cienega High School here in Vail on a blustery, windy night, but a pretty warm evening here in mid-March. So Kate, you're around the girls. What were the feelings and thoughts here for the Bobcats coming into tonight's match?
They were all pretty confident, and I think they're ready to dominate this game, so I'm excited for them.
This team seems very close-knit. I'm an outsider kind of looking in. You're enmeshed with this program and this squad for 4 years as a varsity player. I would imagine that last year's disappointment against Notre Dame Prep has helped to bring these girls stronger together and overcome adversity.
Yes, it really has, and even the loss against South Point this year, that was really our that's really what we kept in our hearts and just really wanted to fight towards. So that's really been our what's kept us going this season, is that one loss.
Bobcats of Cienega going right to left. The black shirts, the white shorts. Cactus Shadows, the Falcons, all in white. White jerseys, white shorts, white socks. Corner kick there for the Cats early, and now a second corner here. And again, the wind, if you're at home, is going kind of like lower right corner to upper left corner. And it's a bit breezy here. Here's a corner kick served into the center. Kind of Kiefer there momentarily. Had the ball at her feet, and now it runs out of bounds. Cats will have a throw-in. So talking to Coach Tony Torres from Cienega before the match here tonight, he said, look, those first 10 minutes, these are high school girls. They're going to be jitters,
yes.
Right? We try to tell them to be calm. They're not machines, right? These are students that have all kinds of complex emotions going on. So he's like, it might be a little bit sloppy there in these first 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a little bit sloppy here early, but we're just, scarcely 2 minutes into the match.
Yeah, all the nerves are kind of working their way out, and they'll clean it up in a little bit.
Molly Hester, Kenna Kiefer with a header. Gabby Strave had it momentarily, and it looks like it was played off one of the Shadows players. Looks like an unintentional handball there on the Falcons player. That's number 23, Cameron Capuzzo. She's a senior here. Interesting. Enjoyed talking to Coach Jack Suter before the match here tonight. Got to meet him in person before the match. Wonderful gentleman. Great background for him. So coming from the UK, an import, and we have a strong affinity for Great Britain and the United Kingdom, our strongest ally. Let's just be honest about this. So Jack Suter, playing at an elite level as a goalkeeper. He was the youngest player signed to his club team in Great Britain. Played for 4 years, had an injury, said he could have come back from the injury. It wasn't a serious one or a career-ending injury, but he came over here to the States, flew across the pond, got into coaching, and he's been smitten with the coaching bug ever since. So coaching at a high level collegiately with club, and now here at Cactus Shadows. But Cactus Shadows has a couple of serious injuries here that limit their potential on the field, and it's just heartbreaking to see. I hate when players get injured on any team. So Riley Glasgow, the senior, number 9, a torn ACL, and then Emily O'Neill, senior midfielder, another captain, out for the season with a fractured clavicle. That happened recently. So if those girls are watching at home, Emily and Riley, just know that we're thinking about you and wishing you a full and speedy recovery and the best in the future for you. So we have a stoppage here down on the field, and there's a cat here. It looks like that's Molly Hester, 19, who's favoring her left ankle. This is not a good sign. So the trainer, Joanna Urquio Islas, is coming out here to look and attend to her. I didn't see it, Kate. Did you see what happened there on that play? No. So we're in the 4th minute of action. The clock is frozen here at 35:43. So Kate walking off with some assistance, a little bit gingerly. Looked like she was favoring her left leg, but we will monitor this and see how this kind of shakes out. But Hester, a senior, a dynamic scorer, deft with both the left and right foot, deadly from distance as well. So if her injury is serious, that's a big loss here for the Cats. But again, encourages she's at least able to walk off on her own power. Subbing in for the Cats, number 15, Marissa Etchert. So another senior coming in here. The Bobcats are a senior-laden program, and their underclassmen have infused some great energy here. So I'm thinking of 16, Shania Walters. I'm also thinking of number 14, Kenna Kiefer. So how have those underclassmen blended in with a pretty dominant upperclassmen roster?
Yeah, Kenna has actually been here since her freshman year last year, so she's a sophomore this year, and she's just an amazing player. She can get to the ball, she's quick, she's extremely strong, and so she's just a very dominant player. And Shania has really proved herself this year, actually. She goes between defense and forward, and she can really dominate wherever she is. So she's really impressive to watch, and I'm glad she's here on the squad.
Well, that whole back line is airtight. So you look at Mackenzie Johnson, 22. You can see her with the green captain's armband, one of 3 tri-captains here. Mia Torres, 17, who just ran onto the ball, and Gabri Streve, number 8. So a trio of captains for the Bobcats. Is Lainey Bunton a captain as well? Are there 4 captains here? Because I see a captain's band.
Yeah, so he actually is.
Oh, Lainey with a shot there, a blast, and a nice save by the keeper, Emily Bankston. So good velocity on that shot there. Bankston right in position and handles that one pretty deftly.
So he's been rotating the captains. So he has the 3 main captains, and he rotates in a 4th senior each game.
Oh, perfect. Tony Torres, the coach of Cienega High School. Very successful here. Year 4 for him in the program. Thrown there by Shania Walters. Marissa Etchert was heading toward that there. Lainey Bunton now trying to shield off her player. She does so effectively. Good hustle there by Kristen Jacobson. Now a quick throw in here by the Cats. Ali Tal there. Had it momentarily. Blustery wins. Ball's played off of Falcons defender, and it will be a throw in here for Gabby. Starters for tonight for Cienega: Marissa Etchert, number 15, Molly Hester, number 19. Hester came off the pitch with, looks like favoring her left leg. And now maybe a chance here for Cactus Shadows. Nice centering pass there, dangerous. Shania Walters there screening her player off nicely there in defense. So that's one thing that I've noticed time and time again here. If there's a slight breakdown defensively, there's always a Bobcat that seems to fill that void in that space and drift back very quickly.
Yes, our defensive line is extremely strong and solid, so it's very hard to get past them.
And then, Kate, maybe you can clarify the goaltending situation. It seems as if it's a time-sharing situation between the 2 keepers on the Bobcat roster. So Adriana Pacheco and Isabella Holly, a freshman and a junior. If one starts, does the other one automatically come in to open the second half?
It wasn't like that at the beginning of the season, but Isabella Holly has really proven herself, and so she is actually getting some time on the field as well. So Adriana will be in the first half, and Isabella will be in the second half.
Hector Camacho, just a guru, the very sage, peaceful, stabilizing presence, very zen.
Yes.
Very positive. His daughter Karina Camacho was an unbelievable soccer player who started here back in, I think she graduated in 07, and she wanted to play at the U of A. So high level. He knows what it takes. And I think he's a fatherly presence on your team and a very supportive presence on that squad.
Yes.
But a great goalkeeper coach as well, technically. So I saw him. He was prepping both of the keepers before the match tonight. I just went through and just gave him a quick fist bump and just let him get right back to work. So all business when it's match time.
Yes.
But I'm sure a lot of jitters. I couldn't concentrate today, Kate. I was very unproductive with my work responsibilities. All I thought about was girls soccer. That's it. All day long. I tried to do other things. I took a bike ride, still thinking girls soccer. So
yeah, I saw all the staff members supporting with their T-shirts, which was awesome.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Principals, Principal Middleton, Chris Widosh, Steph Magnuson, Kelly Haddon. I saw Coach Schween. I was in that mix. I was delighted to have been part of that.
Yes.
So to see all the teacher support, the administrative support, our superintendent, John Caruth.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sarah Caruth, who's in our special ed department, Beth Thompson, Michael Green, all these staff members here in this community that just love our student athletes. So we wanted you girls to know how much we care about you. That's all Coach Torres. So yeah. Coach Tony was all over that. So this has been great.
The first sporting event that I covered in about a calendar year was your senior night a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And the two feelings I had that night were joy and peace. It just felt great to see kids compete, and it was great to see parents out here, and it was a special night. It was magical.
Yes, very good night.
So it's been very contentious here. I'm slightly surprised, I have to be honest. I thought Cactus would be down, having lost two of their key pieces.
Yeah.
But they've come out here and they're playing very spiritedly, and they're doing a great job of handling possession. It's been very even and balanced between these two teams.
Yeah, they've both made it into the offensive zone on each side, so both teams, this could be a good match.
So we've got through those 10 minutes, and we'll see if things start to stabilize a little bit here. Jordan Singleton plays it back to Deja White. Deja plays it over to Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie surveying the field. Unleashes a shot there with her left foot. And Avery Billingsley had it momentarily. Now it's back to Avery. Nice little move there. Put on the brakes. Nice little left-footed pass. Just trying to connect and string together passes. Both teams doing the same thing. Essentially feeling each other out here in the center of the pitch. So I'm looking across the way at Molly Hester. So she's talking to Coach Tony Torres.
Yeah, I saw her running up and down the track, so it looks like she's okay.
Encouraging. And it may have been, and you could say this too, Kate, like I'm much older, so if I ever sprint, a lot of times I get like a kind of a pulling sensation around my ankle area.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, okay, you shouldn't be sprinting in the first place. But maybe it was one of those things where it was just kind of like a quick pull.
Yeah.
And maybe her muscles were a little bit tight and maybe need to be loosened up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. So she'll be okay. She's strong.
Jordan Singleton with the ball at her feet now. Plays it near side. Gabby was streaking down the sideline trying to make a run. Tried to play it on her left foot. It's off of Cameron Capuzzo, one of the seniors on Cactus Shadows. You can hear that wind gusting here. So the wind could certainly play a role. The American flag that we have here on top of the press box is fully unfurled. So, but it's beautiful. The sun's setting to the west. It's not too chilly. We've got a throw in here for Cactus Shadows. Mackenzie Johnson pressured by Katerina Kosteros. There's kind of Kiefer, and you're right, so strong, right? So bouncing off of a defender there. Izzy Cochlease is chasing her at the moment. Kiefer looking to set something up here. Puts on the brakes for a moment, tries the left-footed centering pass, but good defense there, recovering. It was Graysa Cook, and it's off of Graysa out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. Shania Walters, 16, one of a couple of freshmen on the roster for the Bobcats. Isabella Holly, the goalkeeper, is the other freshman on this team. Trying to uncork a shot there was Ali Tal off the defender. So the Bobcats will have a corner kick. So early here, 3 corners for the Cats.
Yeah. And that's what we've been practicing a lot in practice, is being lethal on those corner kicks, trying to finish. So we'll see if they can get anything in on this corner kick right here.
Well, a player to watch for sure. 17, Mia Torres.
Yeah, good with her head.
Great on headers.
Yes.
That one's on the ground. Trickles out momentarily. Jordan Singleton, 2 players on her. Loses the ball. Alex Cochlease battling with Jordan Singleton. Back to Shania White. Sorry, Shania Walters. Sorry, Shania Walters. Now played near side. Back to Ali Tal in the corner. Nice little centering pass. Marissa Etcher trying to get a shot off. Mia Torres tries to swing. There's a shot by Kiefer. I think that rattled off the post, far side. And it trickles out of bounds. So a little bit of excitement there. And some decent pressure with some nimble passing. Those extra little passes and sometimes that little hesitation, difficult for a defender to read.
Yeah. They strung about, what, 4 or 5 passes right there, and they got a shot on goal. So
perfectly threaded passes. Good job by the keeper to come out there. Emily Bankston off of her line corrals that one. Bankston with the orange jersey. Punting here. Ball going about midfield. A little bit of jostling there in the center. Some elbows here. We expect to see this. Goes both ways. Starter for Cactus Shadows. I know I announced them pre-match here as a public address announcer, but up top, it's number 18, Alex Koklis, number 20, Katerina Kostaros, and number 23, Cameron Capuzzo. At the midfield, number 2, Emily Brashear, number 5, Izzy Koklis, the sister of Alex, and number 12, Avery Billingsley. On the back line for the Falcons, it's number 8, McKenna Schuler, number 25, Grace Cook, number 22, Kristen Jacobson, number 16, Taylor Fitzmaurice, and the goalkeeper, Emily Bankston. Did you follow any of the boys' soccer results from yesterday? Were you looking at any of those scores or any of that activity?
Not, no.
Oh, there's a chance here for Cactus Shadows. Dangerous. Drifting back, Gabby Streve, but now another chance here. There's a good shot! And it just clears the crossbar. But that was a deadly shot from distance. I think that was Cameron Capuzzo who unleashed that shot, but a dangerous look there. Katerina Kostaros is also probing in the center of the field and lurking dangerously. So watch out for Capuzzo, the senior, number 23. That was from about 30 yards out, and that was a laser shot on a line. Not one of those looping, arcing, kind of like floating shots, but a straight laser. So if you're doing angles there in geometry class, that's I guess a direct tangent there toward the goal. But it just cleared the crossbar. So that kind of woke me up a little bit. Not that I was sleepy, but it got my attention.
Yeah.
Player slips down here. That was Taylor Fitzmaurice. She gets back up. Lady Bunton had it momentarily to be a throw in here for the Cats. So we're in minute 16 of action, scoreless. Gabby Streve on the throw-in. One of 8 seniors on this Bobcat team. Kostaros a shot right on goal and a nice save by Adriana Pacheco. So Katerina Kostaros, number 20, the junior, a midfielder. Cameron Capuzzo, number 23, senior forward. Both have been problematic here for the Bobcat defense early in this match. 2 players to watch out for as viable threats here, scoring threats. Mia Torres clears that ball. Running onto it hard is Marissa Etchert. Etchert plays it back to Bunton. Delaney Bunton tries to center it off the defender. Now a shove there. It should be a foul. A little bit too chippy there, coming in a little bit too hard and right in front of the official. So that's Brian Jenkins. So the officials tonight here, Brian Jenkins, talked to him before the match, colorful character. And then John Fung is on the near side here as a linesman. And Mike Dunn is across the way as the other linesman on the other side of the field. Kenna Kiefer, that's just pure energy right there. Nice centering pass, dangerous. Handled nicely by the defender, Kristen Jacobson. Now it's cleared out momentarily. Played back to Jordan Singleton. Jordan looking near side here to Gabby Streve, making a run down the near line. Very good with the left foot. Tried to go around the player, but she held her ground nicely. Won the ball, passes it forward to Capuzzo. Capuzzo weaving through traffic. Shania Walters steps up. A little bit too hard off of her feet. Izzy Koklis plays it far side. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. Any surprises, Kate? Kate Goss?
Yes, I was thinking the Bobcats would have come out a little stronger, but it looks like they're still a little nervous. So we'll see what has in store for the next 20 minutes of this half. Cactus Shadows has come out really very put together and can move the ball really well.
Extremely focused.
Yeah.
Very disciplined. And crisp passing here tonight.
Yes.
And we've also seen a couple of really threatening shots from outside. So they've held their ground defensively. They've been able to control possession and make some dangerous attacks here against the Cienega defense, right? Again, Cactus Shadows all in white going left to right. Cienega black jerseys, white shorts going right to left. A couple of subs to the Bobcats. So number 4, Isabella Narvaez, the junior. She's instant offense. And then we have, I missed the other sub that came in. Did you see who came
Molly
in?
Hester came back
Oh,
in.
Molly Hester back in. So 19, Molly Hester, the senior. Encouraging sign to see Molly up top here for the Cats. Such a dangerous weapon, both with the left and right foot for the Bobcats. And again, some wind here that's going a little bit from right to left on your screens at home. So that'll favor Cienega here in the first half. It should favor Cactus Shadows in the second half, assuming the wind kind of patterns hold up here. Plenty of space here. Bobcats are a little bit reeling defensively, trying to hustle back here and recover. Deja White plays it back to Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie back to Gabby Streve. Back to Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie with the left foot trying to send this one long, looking for Isabella Narvaez. Booted forward by Kristen Jacobson. Back to Gabby, off her left foot out of bounds. Thrown for Cactus Shadows. Good to see Cactus Shadows traveling very nicely here. And I think it's Cave Creek, but it might be Dove Creek. I get all these creeks confused.
I think it's Dove Creek.
Okay, so Dove Creek, and I'm apologizing if I'm misrepresenting your geographical area. But a great school, great athletics, great fan base, and a well-coached team here tonight. Dangerous. Cleared out briefly by Shania Walters with the left foot. Settled and controlled by Kristen Jacobson. And now just sent out of bounds by Grace Cook. We've got a sub coming in for the Bobcats.
Looks like Zoe Cristofaro.
Zoe Cristofaro, junior, coming in. Kenna Kiefer, sophomore, coming off. And if you're watching online and maybe mortified that the players are not wearing masks, it's okay. The Arizona Interscholastic Association, and I would guess the CDC, has said that this is okay to have players on soccer unmasked here. So if you're freaking out about it, don't worry. Everything's fine and dandy. The fans and the spectators have to wear masks. The coaches have to wear masks. The officials do not. And if a player comes off the pitch, then they have to mask up. So those are the guidelines. It's so windy here, so it's purifying the air for us. I feel safe about that. So make sure you get your vaccines. Get those needles in your arms, everybody. It's the best way to eradicate disease. We don't have polio anymore, or measles, mumps, or rubella. And if you have personal reasons as to why you're not getting vaccinated, I respect your choice. But just know that it's the best way to wipe out disease. So here we are. We've got another corner kick here for the Cats. Gabby Streve, who is left-footed with those neon green cleats, will place the ball. Cats have 7 players here that are encroaching into the box, looking for something to one time in, just to get a touch, a deflection. Narvaez there, instant energy, took a bit of a tumble. Does she have does she wear contacts? Do you know?
No, she doesn't.
Okay. Off of Gabby, out of bounds. A couple of doves there just flew past us in the frame there. It's kind of cool. It's still holding their flight pattern closely. Sorry, I get distracted pretty easily. Oh, a little extra shove there. So you've got to be careful with the shoves. Certainly the unintentional ones are going to happen, but the deliberate ones you could get a call foul for. Weaving way through traffic, left foot off a defender. It was Zoe Cristofaro, so an offensive-minded forward coming in here, trying to make a quick impact. Narvaez now plays it back, looking for Mia Torres. And we'll see who that's off of. Mackenzie Johnson was running off of it. It looked like it was off of her right foot.
I did see that, yeah.
And the Falcon player, Katerina Kostaros, was arguing and said, look, it was right off of 22's foot there. So right in front of the official, he made the call. It's going to be thrown here for Cienega. We're in minute number 24 of action, scoreless. Opening round of the 5A state playoffs, girls soccer. Want to congratulate Sunnyside High School. So they won last night. They went on the road. And I think that Sunnyside was the 11 beating the 6 seed. I think they were in Millennium. South Point Catholic, the 1 seed in the 4A boys tournament, won. And other than that, it was a bleak night for Tucson programs last night. So I know Choya lost, Nogales lost in PKs. I think Tucson High won in PKs last night. I'm trying to think what other schools locally. Rincon University was shut out 3-0. So it was a pretty dismal night for Tucson soccer with the boys last night. South Point will host as the 1 seed tomorrow. Sunnyside, I think, goes on the road tomorrow. I don't know who they're playing. I haven't looked at that bracket, but I want to wish the best to the Tucson programs. Great coaches, Casey O'Brien at Sunnyside and Wolfgang Weber, the coaching legend at South Point Catholic. So that is a precision machine annually. And then we know we have another matchup. Catalina Foothills, as the 5 seed, is hosting the number 12 seeded Ironwood Ridge Nighthawks. And we'll just have to see how things play out here tonight. So pretty interesting. I have to say, Kate, I'm surprised. I'm just a little bit surprised here.
Yeah, me too.
But a very competitive match in both directions. You can see a lot of talent out there.
Yeah.
And these girls are playing at a very high level. So just some really clean football or soccer that we're seeing here tonight. Yeah, it's fun talking to the Cactus Shadows coach. So Jack Sitter was a goalkeeper at a very high level. And I had to ask him, like, who's your favorite club team? So he's a Tottenham Hotspurs fan. So I was grasping there in real time. I'm like, Harry Kane plays for the Spurs, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. And in my mind, I was like, don't say Harry Styles, don't say Harry Styles. So I was like, Harry Kane, Harry Kane, Harry Kane. So anyway, all the Harrys from Great Britain I'm fans of. So Prince Harry, Harry Potter, Harry Kane, Harry Styles. There might be other Harrys out there from the UK, but I'm a fan of all of them. So here's a direct kick for the Falcons. Some jousting and jostling for position. Mia goes down there on a slide tackle. Shania Walters now plays it across to the center. Ali Tal threading her way back to Ali. Looking here for Isabella, but a little bit off on the pass, a little bit errant. The ball was sent and cleared by Taylor Fitzmaurice. Now Deja White plays it to Mia. Mia back to Shania Walters. So Shania now making a run to the far side and then descends this one out. Gives the Cats maybe a little bit of time for clearance. Nervaez running on hard to it, but handled easily by Emily Bankston, the keeper from the Falcons. Again, shoving in midfield. Refs letting the girls play here. As long as it's safe and it's equal, I don't have a problem with it. If players are put in harm's way and it's unequal, then I have a problem with that. So playing it back to the keeper nicely. Off of her feet, Mia now settles it momentarily. Ball came off with some velocity. Emily Brashear plays it across. Brashear, a freshman midfielder. Shania Walters now filling in, so becoming more offensive-minded here. And you can see the speed here and the ball skills. Looking maybe to uncork a shot with the left foot. There it is, not as much velocity. Appeared to slip a little bit there, did Shania Walters, but probing nicely, making a nice run for the defensive side and handled easily by Emily Bankston. Nice punt there going midfield. Jordan Singleton heads it forward. Errant pass there, drifting back into Cienega's territory. Deja White plays it to Mia Torres. Mia plays it far side to Shania Walters, and it's off of the defender from Shadows. Now she won the ball, and filling in again nicely is Deja White. So you see that defense there, kind of amoebic in its properties. There's always somebody kind of filling that void or that space. And we see that from both programs here. So a really well-played, evenly played match here. Very spirited and competitive. It's exactly what we're going to see at the high school level here in the playoffs. Kate, was there a team dinner last night?
There was not. We actually didn't have any team dinners at all.
No team dinners. COVID-19.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, that was a stupid question.
Here we go.
Oh, here's a chance now. Ali Tal settles it, right foot. Nice defense, filling in, and then cleared by the Falcons. That little extra move by Ali opened up a shot window, but that window closed instantly as a defender filled that space. And I think it was Emily Brashear who came in and filled it, and she's holding her left knee. It may have been the ball that struck off of her, and it looks like she's walking it out and gutting through it, so that's encouraging. Kostros, number 20.
Very impressive.
Cameron Capuzzo, number 23. 2 offensive players that Cactus Shadows has that have been thorns in the side here early against the Bobcats. We're in minute number 30 of action. It's scoreless. Kostros battling through 2 and 3 defenders, pleading her case to the official near side, but that plea ignored. Bobcat substitution coming in. Exiting the pitch is Zoe Cristofaro. She made some nice things happen there. Some positive energy offensively, applying some pressure, some speed, looking to get her shots off, and Lainey Bunton, number 10, comes back in. The Bobcats have 8 seniors on this roster. So Gabby Strave, Lainey Bunton, Allie Towell, Mackenzie Johnson just played it off of her feet. Marissa Etchert, Mia Torres, Molly Hester, you, Kate Goss. Cats reeling a little bit defensively. Cristofaro drifting back, or that was Zoe drifting back defensively. I thought she came off, but she's moved back into the defense here for the Bobcats.
Looks like Shania came off, yeah.
Okay, good call. So Shania Walters stepping off. I briefly talked to her sister, her older sister. I met her mother here before the match. They're probably a little bit puzzled. Who is this person talking to us? There's a shot, and it drifts wide, far side. But another promising chance there for the Falcons. Some good velocity, and just off the frame to the left. And I couldn't tell if that was 24 Abigail Benedetto, the junior midfielder, or if that was number 2 Emily Brashear. I've got to pay more attention to the action here. But I'm guessing, Kate, that the menu the night before a match is probably carb heavy. Pasta?
Yep.
Is it always pasta?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or is rice carbohydrate heavy? Coach Schween, I want to throw a shout out to Steve Schween, the weights and conditioning coach at Cienega. And if he's listening, please don't judge me. Like, what do I know about nutrition? But so heavy pasta, heavy carbohydrates, giving you fuel to run you through for the long term for today.
Yep.
And then what about pre-meal? Like, what are you guys eating before a match, and when do you stop eating?
I'd say around lunchtime, just a light lunch.
Light lunch.
Pasta's good again, fruits, vegetables, maybe a sandwich with some protein on it. Just not anything heavy, any fried foods.
Right. Fruits and vegetables also?
Yeah.
Bananas? Are bananas like a common typical snack? Are girls packing like granola bars or like Cliff bars?
I haven't seen anybody have any snacks.
Protein bars, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't think so.
There's a shot. That was a promising shot by Molly Hester. So there she is with the right foot for about 25 yards out. Mia, nice job there with her left, the outside of her left foot. There's a bit of a nasty shove there at about the 35. The official seemed to have seen it and just kind of turned his back on it. So something to watch out for here a little bit. Things might have to be reined in slightly. Bobcat throw in. Off Mia Torres' right foot, out of bounds. Throw in here for the Falcons. Number 8, McKenna Schuler, the senior defender, on the throw in for Cactus Shadows. So minute number 34 of action. Scoreless. Round 1, 5A state playoffs. Cienega High School, the number 4 seeded team. Cactus Shadows, the number 13 seeded team. They are not a typical 13. This is a high caliber quality program, well coached, super talented, and very technically proficient.
Yeah. It's very surprising to see them sitting at 13, actually. after watching him play here tonight.
Right, and I wonder too psychologically. I always wonder about this. If athletes look at the bracket and dismiss a team because of the number next to their seeding in the playoffs, and I hope that that's not the case here tonight. Ball's cleared to midfield. Deja plays it across to Zoe. Zoe does a pretty good job there, weaving her way through traffic. She'll have to drift back now defensively. A little bit of a breakdown here. Mackenzie Johnson backpedaling. And a little bit impatient there with the pass by the Falcon player. There was a promising opportunity there. She literally had Mackenzie Johnson back on her heels. And a good job filling in that space there. I think Gabby Streve drifting back defensively. 35th minute of action. It'll be a Bobcat throw-in. I'm going to say a shout out to my mother. So she's watching here tonight. So I love you, Mom. You got your second vaccine today, so I hope you're doing okay with that. Just my cell phone's at 5%, so I will call you when I get home. I will text you when I get home tonight, and we can arrange. Maybe if you pick up the kiddos tomorrow morning and take them to school, that would be perfect. So your grandson, your grandchildren love you, and your children love you too. So thanks for tuning in, Mom. I love you. Get your vaccines, everybody. All right, we've got it looks like I thought it was a stoppage there momentarily. Some shoving now, and look at Gabby Streve drifting back defensively and just clearing it very easily. Out of bounds. Falcons throw in. A lot of subtle jersey grabbing there, and a nice clearance by Lainey Bunton. Sends it cross corner. Molly Hester running onto it hard. Nice touch just to keep the ball in bounds for a moment. That's his pure hustle. And now you see Lainey Bunton flying on there too to apply some pressure. So I like to see these streaks here from these players in trying to apply some pressure offensively against the opposition. Playing it back to the keeper. 2:30 on the clock here left in the first half. And it's so quiet here.
I know.
It's like pin drop quiet. I'm very self-conscious. If there's a big crowd, I don't fret at all. If it's quiet, then I become very kind of like a little bit more reserved than normal. Well, not really, but I do feel a little self-conscious when it's so quiet like this. So, under 2 minutes left in the first half. Very evenly played match. The Falcons' chances were more threatening, I would say. 2 really threatening shots. Cienega had a decent shot by Molly Hester. So pretty evenly played here in terms of possession, in terms of attacks. Isabella Narvaez centering it here, looking for Molly Hester, and cleared again deftly by the Falcon defender. Tough to see that jersey number from here. Throw in for the Bobcats. I want to thank Nick Irvin and Bobcat TV for running this production here tonight. It's kind of lobbing that one toward the box off of the head of Grace Cook. Now playing it forward. Jordan. Over to Gabby. Goes near side, connecting with Lainey. Lainey now making a move over to Mia, building a little bit, promising. Little miscommunication. So Molly was headed, I don't know, north by northeast. and Mia was sending her north by northwest. So just a little bit of miscommunication, but it was looking promising there, trying to string together passes. It's been tough for both teams to get multiple passes in succession because the quality of play here is so good. The defenders on both teams are so solid. It's difficult to string it together and keep a consistent attack moving forward. And that brings us to the end of the first half. So a bit of a surprise here. Scoreless, zeros across the board. And we'll have a 10-minute intermission. It'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments that both coaches make here on both sides. Kate Goss, first of all, it's great to see you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I have to say, I was heartbroken to learn that you were injured.
Yes.
I know that injuries have been a problem, but I give you so much credit. And I was so moved by what you wrote on senior night and what your teammates wrote on senior night, the tributes that you paid to your parents, your teammates, and your coach, and what your coach had to say about you. So you just exemplify grit, resiliency, and determination.
Thank you.
And I appreciate your astute analysis here. So what do you think? What is Coach Tony going to say to his girls at halftime? And what do you think that Coach Suter's going to say to his girls at halftime?
I think Coach Torres is just going to tell the girls to settle down. You can tell they're a little anxious, they're a little jittery. They're just not playing how they usually play. So he's going to tell them to settle down and play like they know how to play. And they can get the job done. So for Cactus Shadows, I think that they're playing pretty well. And they're holding us. And I think he'll just say to keep it up with them and keep their defense going. And we'll see if they can get a little breakaway, because they've been breaking down our defense very well. So they're looking pretty well.
And whichever team scores first here, I would imagine it would be a huge confidence boost for that side.
Yeah.
So that will be something to watch. Now it looks like we've got Coach Hector Camacho here getting Isabella Holly loose. So I'm assuming that she is going to start and play the entire second half here.
She'll go in.
And then I wonder too, and this is certainly possible, if not probable, based on the scorelessness that we've got here in the first half. If we go into overtime, would they switch back again, or do they stay with the person that's warm and has been in there?
I think he'll stay with Isabel. Because we've been practicing PKs a lot during practice this week, even though that's the last resort we want to go to. But
sure, I hate PKs.
She's done extremely well under PK circumstances. So
I don't think there's a fan across the United States who wants to see a PK shootout.
No.
So let's hope that we get this match settled in regulation time and don't have to go to overtime, extra time, or PK shootouts. But we'll just see how things unfold here. So we will take a break. You're watching exclusive coverage of the 5A state playoffs on Bobcat TV. We've got 7:30, so synchronize your watches at home. We'll be back in 7 on Bobcat TV. We'll just try to remember word, so that's okay. Okay. All right, so we're back on here. Second half just underway. 5A state playoffs, Cienega High School. Cats going left to right. The number 4 seeded Cienega Bobcats hosting here. Dangerous 13th seeded Cactus Shadows Falcon squad. Cats here will have an early corner kick. And Gabby Streve here with the left foot, serving into the center. Nice clearance by Cameron Capuzzo. Jordan Singleton plays it across there to Deja White, and Deja sends it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Cactus Shadows. Just curious, I really wanted to, I was trying to spy a little bit during halftime. I was hearing Coach Jack Suter from Cactus Shadows talking to his squad, and I lingered there on the fence near side. His voice, he has a booming voice, so it just carries pretty nicely.
I guess I heard it from here.
But I was like, all right, I'm not going to creep and lurk around here. So I just went to the bathroom, washed my hands, came back out here. But I would have loved to have been in both teams' camps to listen to Coach Tony Torres and Coach Jack Suter to see what types of adjustments and what kind of messages that they sent to their girls. My guess is, Kate, that it's maybe one of simplification. Try to keep things simple and just start to string together crisp passes to connect.
Keep a minimum of those one too many passes, because that can really keep you from scoring.
Sure.
Maybe too many passes, too much dribbling.
Right. So Jason Miller here on Bobcat TV, along with Kate Goss, my special color commentator here, a senior at Cienega. I'm in for the whole ride, Kate. I want to go as far as these girls go. Wherever they travel, that's where I want to be. There's no place on earth I'd rather be than here right now. So I'm very excited about this team's chances, but certainly there's some trepidation here and some anxiety, and you can kind of feel it here in the crowd. A lot of uncertainty. And two players get tangled up there far side, so they're going to call a foul here against the Bobcat player. So the Bobcats, all year long with their goalkeeping, it's been a timeshare. So Adriana Pacheco, the junior, started, but here Isabella Hawley, the freshman, number 24, with the fluorescent green jersey, is now net minding for the Bobcats. Laney threading through traffic. Laney Bunton. Molly Hester on her feet, lost it, and cleared by the Falcon defender. So a throw in here for the Bobcats. It'll be Gabby Strebe on the throw. Molly Hester in the corner. Cleared out by the Falcon defender. So another throw in here for Cienega. And then Kate, I'm all out of sorts because I was not on campus today. So Carla Wright, the ITL of the Social Studies Department, Lisa Jones, and I, all home evaluating Senior Exit Project video recorded practice presentations. But I was not focused. Everything in my mind was soccer, 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 soccer. So tomorrow will be a much more productive day for me. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But it's strange because I rolled in here, I think at 3 o'clock. I talked to Kyle Newland, one of my juniors, and he interviewed me for an English project about it was an interesting project topic, talking about the American dream. And then I talked to a colleague, and then it's trouble. If I talk to one person, if whoever I see, I'm going to talk to that person. So before I knew it, it was like 5:10. I'm like, I have to get to the stadium. So I'm a little bit out of sorts. Like, I did preparation. I looked at stats. I looked at records. I have notes. Who knows where those notes are? So the game action will kind of dictate itself. And if I just follow the action, we should be fine here. Dangerous run here. Kenna Kiefer puts on the brakes, fires a shot, nice defense. Stalwart defense. And I think that was McKenna Schuler, who was back there like a pillar, unwavering. So you can see Kenna Kiefer, 14, she's the most prolific scorer on the Bobcat team here in terms of output, goals plus assists. It'll be a corner kick for the Bobcats. Lainey Bunton will be serving here, and the Cats are streaming toward the goal. Clears all the way through. Deja White heads it momentarily back to the center. And now a scramble there for that loose ball. A quick throw in here by Deja, right back into the center of the box. Great job defensively by Avery Billingsley just to save another corner kick. So that was all effort there and persistence. Yet another throw in for the Bobcats. Molly Hester in the corner, defender on her. Centered by Deja White. Another good clearance there. Again, I think that was McKenna Schuler. Hard to see for me from this distance. But I think that was number 8. Ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for Cactus Shadows, who are pushing and pressing forward here on the attack. Mia Torres plays it back to Gavi Strave. Gavi sends it long, far side. Grace Cook sends it back the other direction, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a Bobcat throw-in. Molly Hester there doing a quick spin and off of her left foot out of bounds. So it's, you would know this. I think Molly, I don't know if she's left-footed, but she seems ambidextrous left and right foot. I think she's naturally a right-footed player, but she's so good with the left and powerful with the left foot. Powerful left and right.
Yeah.
And jostling back there. And the ball is sent long by Lainey Bunton, so it'll be a goal kick here for Cactus Shadows. But the physicality has been high here, right, from both sides. So we see a lot of strength out there. Obviously, tactically, both teams are very solid with passing. So these teams they're giving it everything they've got here. And it's been very competitive. I often have references to boxing, so sorry, it's one of my favorite sports. But we see here two teams that are just like continuing to probe and attack and counterattack each other. Shadows here, promising look here. Shania Walters, left foot. Emily Brashear plays it into the corner. Cat defender screens off her player nicely. It'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats. But very, back to my boxing analogy here, you have two elite fighters going at it, and they're just hitting each other, and nobody's backing down, and it's very competitive. So high level play here in the opening round of the 5A state playoffs. The path just gets harder as you move forward. So there are no easy matches. Let's put it like that. Cleared by Deja White. A throw in for Cactus Shadows. We're in minute number 50, almost. Minute number 49 of action. Katarina Kostaros. So dangerous. And then we have a little bit of a shove there. Not an awful foul, not a malevolent foul. Just a little push, but a throw in here for the Cats. Off of Alex Cochlease. So she and Izzy, twins. So a pair of sister tandems here on this team. So the Cochlease twins. And then you have the Capuzzo sisters, Izzy, the sophomore, number 15, and Cameron, the senior forward, number 23. Izzy Cochlease, the senior forward, number 5, and her sister, Alex, the senior forward as well. So always nice to see siblings here playing on the same field. Bit of a nasty collision there. And Alex Cochlease is down for a moment. She gets up here now. And it looks like there's a foul here against Cienega. So it'll be a direct kick at about the 35-yard line. And it looks like McKenna Schuler is going to take it here for the Falcons. So probably looking to serve somebody just on the outside edge of the box and hoping for a one-touch. Kenzie Johnson, nice header to clear that. Oh, very nicely handled there by Lainey Bunton onto her feet, looking for Molly Hester forward now. Ball at midfield. Falcon player stumbles here and maybe a chance. Ball played in the center. Kenna Kiefer. Kenna has a player running on here. It's Allie Towell. Allie at the 15. Back to Kenna. Oh, nice pass there by Kenna. Lainey Bunton with a shot, and it drifts wide far side. But that was promising, right? So a little bit of extra touches and just not taking a shot, looking to set somebody up to take a shot from outside. Kenna Kiefer. Allie Tao was calling for it here near side. And now a clearance by the Falcons. Off Mackenzie Johnson, ball back in midfield. Mia Torres jousting with her defender, Abigail Benedetto, the junior, number 24. It'll be a throw in here for the Falcons. Minute 52 of action, scoreless. A couple of really dangerous shots by Cactus Shadows in the first half. I think the deadliest shot was Cameron Capuzzo's, and that blast just cleared the crossbar and hit the football goalpost. And then Katarina Kosteros also had a great shot for the Falcons as well. All right, so it'll be a direct kick from the 45 far side off of Gabby Streve, cleared out by Deja White. Lainey Bunton trying to get some contact on it. Nifty ball handling there far side by Abigail Benedetto, and the ball trickles again out of bounds. So a throw in here for Cactus Shadows. Jordan Singleton appeared to have lost her footing there. They're going to call a foul against the Cactus Shadows player. It'll be a direct kick here for Cienega. All right, Kate, what are you seeing?
I don't see anything much better, honestly. It's a little the same. They're still a little hesitant with their ball play. But we'll see how it goes. It might just be whoever can score first will take the game.
Am I oversimplifying it by just saying that these teams are just very closely matched?
They are. They definitely are.
I mean, we're seeing spirited play, high-level play, physical play, aggressive, assertive action out on the pitch.
You can definitely see the physicality growing as the time goes on.
Right, and I wonder, in my experience covering soccer in Arizona 20-plus years, the officials will just kind of tend to let things continue to escalate until something awful happens. But they're letting the girls play out there. And again, as long as there's nothing dangerous and it's even, I'm okay with it. Dangerous shot, and there's a goal! Almost, it was there. It looked like it was cleared. I am sorry, that was tough angle for me, but it looked like it cleared over the goal line. But a dangerous left-footed shot there. I apologize, I was tricked by that, but it looked like it crossed over. So I am sorry, it looked like it crossed from here. So a dangerous left foot from about 25 or 30 yards out. And it looked like it kind of hooked in kind of near side to us here. So I am sorry about that. All right, it'll be a goal kick here for the Falcons. Off of the foot of Alex Cochlease, so it'll be a throw in for Cienega. But in the second half here, we've played about 15 minutes of action in the second half. For the most part, the ball has been in Cienega's defensive end.
Yeah, it has.
So in terms of possession and control, the Falcons controlling it here. All right, Jordan plays it forward. Oh, there's a bit of a trip there late. I don't know if it was intentional or just legs got entangled. Ref was right there, no call. Clearance from the Falcon defender. And there's Coach Jack Suter there with the left foot, handling it. Nice settle. So it'll be thrown here for Cienega. Molly Hester in the corner, looking to center and just plays it off of her foot. So it should be, we have one official here who's pointing to the goal. You have the side official here who's pointing, saying that this is a goal kick. So a little bit of miscommunication, but it looked like it was off the Cienega player. So it should be a goal kick, and that's what we have here. Clear skies, low 60s, maybe upper 50s now. Comfortable weather. Certainly better than the frigid winter conditions that we're used to around playoff time, right? Remember, usually the state playoffs here wrapping up mid-February, but obviously with the delayed start of the season because of COVID-19, here we are now in March. So March the 10th. And I think the tournaments are slated to kind of end here in Arizona around March 20th, either the 20th or the 19th. So, but the opening round of the state playoffs here, a tightly contested contest between the 13 seeded Falcons and the number 4 seeded Bobcats. Molly Hester centering, looking for Kenna Kiefer. Kenna's been relatively quiet here tonight. We've seen a couple of flashes from her. Molly's been relatively quiet too, compared to the kind of output that we're used to seeing from her. So if those girls can kind of get on the same page and it could click, we could see a result happen here. Trains running through, so we're in Vail, Arizona, the town between the tracks. Molly Hester, oh, she goes down. It was no contact, no foul. Right, just two players going after the ball, so that was all clean and good. Mia Torres plays it to the far side. The ball will drift out of bounds for a throw in here for Cactus Shadows. But a common occurrence, seeing trains running, I guess heading east, that one is, and then trains heading west, cargo trains going through here. And I guess one of the charms of living in this community of Vail, which is a suburb of Tucson, about 30 minutes southeast of Tucson.
Here's Lainey. She's very dangerous on her free kick. She has an extremely powerful shot.
Perfect. Lainey Bunton, number 10, one of 8 seniors on the roster from 30 yards out. That service is trying to send it into the box. Shania Walters off the left foot, puts on the brake, settles it, plays it off her defender. See, it looked like it was off of 8 there. So you have the official who's near side here, and now we have a substitution coming in. You can hear the howls of derision from the Bobcat fans here, surprised, because it seemed pretty apparent that Shania hit that one off of McKenna Schuler's leg, but the official was right there. So here's a throw in for Cactus Shadows. Kenna Kiefer to Mia Torres. Mia through traffic. Connect with Molly Hester. Molly goes far side to Lainey. Lainey Bunton looking for the right foot there. Great defense by Emily Brashear, who stepped right onto her. Brashear, a freshman, number 2. And we're going to have a corner kick here for Cienega. So I guess the fruit of that labor is a corner kick. And the Cats have had decidedly more corners here than Cactus Shadows tonight. Gabby Strebe, left-footed, far side. The Cats have 5 players in the box, looking for a head or a flick. Mackenzie Johnson plays it back to Lainey. Lainey tries to center it. It's off of a Falcon defender, so another corner kick for the Cats. And I wonder here, too, about the wind, Kate. So the wind is going from near side to far side, kind of kicking into the wind. I would imagine it would have a tendency to make that ball flutter and hang in the air a little bit longer. going into the wind. Bit of a headwind here. Left foot beautifully served in the box. Players jousting. Molly plays it back to Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie tried to unleash a shot, fanned on that one slightly. And now drifting back defensively, Shania Walters here stepping up on offense. The ball's cleared by the Falcon defender. That was Emma Pasca, number 17, senior forward for Cactus Shadows. And it's going to be a throw in here for Cactus. Ooh, a little bit of extra shove there, right in front of the ref. So a late whistle there finally. Shania Walters, a little bit of an extra hip check there. And she fouled Katarina Kostaros, who's flashed some great skill here and toughness. Number 20, the junior. Dangerous attacker on this Falcons team. McKenna Schuler here on the direct kick, senior defender, number 8. There's the left foot. Nice service there. Good header by Deja White. Lainey Bunton colliding with a player. Amber, is it Allah or Allah? Amber, number 12 for Cienega. Allah. Okay, so Amber Allah, number 12, subbed in for Cienega. Great hustle there by Shania. Now she bumped into a player. No call. And then another contact here. And we've got a lot of disgruntled fans from both programs here. I think the first collision disappeared to be incidental contact. And the second one was a foul against Cienega. So they called that second one, maybe a little bit of a makeup call there too. So McKenna Schuler at midfield, strong left foot. Look at that, nice header by Mia Torres. The Cats seem a little bit sluggish here tonight too. Yeah. Is that perception off? Well, here's Kenna Kiefer. She's not sluggish. Right foot, great save! And handled by Emily Bankston. So you saw the streaking flash that is Kenna Kiefer, number 14. And a good shot there, but excellent keeping by Emily Bankston, the junior goalkeeper from Cactus Shadows. I want to see more of number 14. When I see her streaking, that's a good sign. I feel like the flash with that just electric speed. And I wonder how much energy that takes. Like, can she make another run like that, like right now, or does she need a little bit of time to recover?
No, she definitely can. She has about like a 5-minute, 4-minute mile, so she can go all day long.
High motor.
Yes.
Constantly running. All right, Marissa Etchert now coming onto the ball for Cienega. Played back here to Emma Pasco. Shania Walters now plays it back to Jordan Singleton. Jordan easy to spot with those vibrant reddish shoes. Shania back over to Mia. Mia plays it back to Jordan. Jordan might want to go far side of the field. They play it back to Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie blasts this one across the midline. And it goes out of bounds at the Cienega bench. Throw in here for Cactus Shadows. There's a flat, just a clear shove there by Gabby Streve. Gabby Streve, pound for pound, one of the toughest athletes I've ever seen in any sport, period. Period. Because she is slight in stature, but she is tenacious and as tough as nails. And I've seen her hit the turf often, and she always pops right back up.
She's extremely strong player.
And she's often undersized compared to whoever she's guarding or playing against.
Yeah, she's not the tallest, not the biggest, but
she's a scrappy, very skilled and very scrappy. Yeah. Just absolutely fearless out there on the field. All right, here's a throw in for Cactus. Nice header there by Mia. Sent forward. And now Cactus with a little bit of an attack here, looking a little promising on the far side. Nice job there by Mackenzie to step up. And she is pleading her case here that she played that off of the Falcon attacker. But this will be a corner kick for Cactus Shadows. McKenna Schuler on the corner. I think, a natural left footer, but a very strong left foot. 7 Falcons in the box. Here's the service. Dangerous. Oh, punched over there nicely by Isabella Holly. That ball was curving into the frame. So a great service there by McKenna Schuler. And a good job there just to get that right fist that she punched it over the frame. I know Hector Camacho is proud of that one. Inside, outside he appears cool as a cucumber. Inside, I'm sure everything's churning. Here's another corner. McKenna Schuler into the center. There's a shot over the frame. It was a deft left foot by Sydney Doe, the freshman, 26. But a great flick, left foot, and dangerous and deadly looking. Another great service there by McKenna Schuler. So on 2 set pieces, so close for the Falcons. Shania Walters plays it to Jordan Singleton, back to Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie with the left foot, sending it forward here. A lot of pressure on this Bobcat defense here throughout the match. They've been tested severely, have been fortunate with a couple of shots that were very dangerous that just cleared the crossbar. I think they're calling a foul here against Isabella Narvaez across the way.
Yeah.
Katerina Kostaros, the recipient of the foul, but also tough, very talented. And now we've got 6 Falcons on the outside of the box. Kostaros trying to uncork that shot. Harassed by a pair of Bobcat defenders, now cleared by Gabby Streve. Nice flick there by Emily Brashear, just to get a touch on the ball. And now it's sent long there by the Bobcats. So a Bobcat throw in. Gabby Streve on the throw. Is that Marissa Etchard? I can't tell across the way, like at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, number 15.
Yeah,
Marissa.
she's one of my students, but you know, with COVID, I see kids with masks and I see eyes.
Yeah.
I see mostly eyes of students, so hard to identify, especially from this distance across the way. So I have Lainey Bunton, I have Mackenzie Johnson, I have Marissa Etchart. I'm privileged to be their teacher for government. I also had Zoe Cristofaro as a freshman in my English class. And then I just know the other girls just from watching you guys play soccer. So what a great group of players, student athletes, leaders on campus, obviously high caliber players and athletes on the field. But more than that, Kenna Kiefer battling it out here, working her way through, trying to connect with somebody. Oh, nice pass there. So dribbling through about 4 or 5 players, dishing it off there to Lainey Bunton. Now Isabella Narvaez making a run here toward the corner, centering it dangerously into the center. Kenna Kiefer puts on the brakes, plays it over here. Shania Walters thinking about it, pausing, hesitating, centering. Dangerous, nice clearance. Emily Brashear there again defensively for Cactus Shadows. And now a counterattack. Deja White says, no, let's keep it here on this side of the field. Mia Torres, quick one touch. Gabby Streve for a moment, and now sent long here by Abigail Benedetto. And it plays it all the way back to the keeper, where Isabella Holly, the freshman, will now punt for Cienega. Ball goes near midfield. Kenna Kiefer, near side. Little tap dancing on the sideline. Around the 20. Nice defense there. What a defender McKenna Schuler is, number 8. So she stands out. Rock solid back there on that back line for Cactus Shadows. Number 8, the senior. Got a substitution coming in for Cienega.
Looks like Molly Hester.
Okay, Molly Hester is back in. So Molly's on. Marissa Etchart is off. One senior in exchange for another for the Bobcats. Shania serves this one. Oh, a little bit of a fortunate touch there by Ali Tao, who was trying to make something happen as she was moving forward. So just a fortuitous bounce that found her right foot. And she had so much momentum that she's just trying to, I could see arms and legs out there, almost like somebody ready to do a cartwheel. Or that that famous image there of the human body, I think by Da Vinci, right? Where you see like the arms spread out, the legs spread out. Like she was running at full speed with her arms and legs out there, trying to get a touch on it. Jordan Singleton, some nifty moves. Mia Torres plays it across to the far side to Isabella Narvaez. Narvaez is a dangerous attacker for Cienega. High octane. She runs on high octane fuel. So fast, powerful, strong with both the left and right foot. Also has a nose for the goal. So she is a goal scorer, a prolific scorer. So Deja White, number 9, the junior, will take the corner kick here for Cienega. The Cats have 5 players in the box, all looking for a flick or a touch or a header. Right shot! Great save! What a save by Emily Bankston.
Yes, what a save.
Tough to see who took that shot. Were you able to see who took it for Cienega?
It was Molly.
Okay, so Molly Hester, 19. So we're talking high velocity on the shot, but a beautiful save. Emily Bankston, the junior goalkeeper from Cactus, has dazzled tonight. Isabella Hawley to Ali Towell. Ali back to Shania. Shania back to Ali. Over to Kenna. Kenna looking to go. Just off of her and out of bounds. If she settled it and it landed in, she was streaking down the sideline here, and maybe you don't catch her. Ball back in the center of the field. Nice job stacking up there by Shania Walters. Ali Tao running onto it. Mackenzie Johnson with the right foot on it here. Now the header. Mia steps back here defensively to settle things a little bit. And Molly Hester right at midfield. Stops on a dime. Kenna Kiefer now near side. 3 players running toward goal. Kiefer, right foot shot! Another great save! Cleared out! And Mia Torres with the left foot. Excellent goalkeeping by Emily Bankston. And her coach, Jack Suter, must be just absolutely proud of her because she has dazzled here as a net keeper. Full extension. Kiefer unloading the right-footed shot for about 25 yards out. Yet another diving save by Bankston. Mia Torres on the header. Molly Hester, far side. Cat fans encouraged here. They're starting to show some signs of life offensively. Hester centering it. Ali Towell. And we have a foul here against the Bobcats. Didn't see it. Was it a jersey grab, Kate?
I think it was a handball, maybe.
Oh, a handball. Okay, so unintentional probably. Kenna Schuler sending it forward. Shania Walters has made her presence felt here offensively, stepping up more aggressively. Kenna Kiefer near side. Goes to the left foot. The pitter-patter of feet. Right-footed shot as she slides down to the turf. And play continues. So a little bit of watching there from both sides. Mia Torres plays it forward. Molly Hester unleashing that right-footed shot. But yet again, Emily Bankston just locked in, dialed in at goalkeeper. We've got 5:24 on the clock here in the second half. So we're in minute number 74 of action. And the ball goes out of bounds off of the feet of Grace Cook. Bobcat throw in, deep in Cactus's territory. There's a shot by Molly. So Molly is just looking to unleash here. And I think that's a good idea, right? Probe, check, see, launch some missiles, see if you can strike net and make something happen. We have a stoppage here on the clock now. The clock should stop here. The clock is running, so the official was calling for clock stoppage, but he didn't get it here. So we've got 4:20 on the clock here in the second half. So we're minute 75. Molly Hester goes down. McKenna Schuler sends it forward, far side to Katerina Kostaros. And the Cats have Kaylin White, number 11, out there on the pitch. So the junior number 11 in there defensively for Cienega as well. Jordan Singleton over to Mia Torres. Mia, a little pass over to Isabella. Over to Molly. Cats have 3 players here on attack. Molly looking to strike or center. Centering pass. Isabella Narvaez, left foot. It just drifts wide near side. Not a lot of velocity, but well placed. It looked very promising. So Isabella with the left. Bobcat fans encouraged. They're stamping their feet here off the aluminum bleachers. So we've got, again, the refs calling for a stoppage, not getting it. We've got a sub coming in for Cactus Shadows. Molly to Ali. Ali to Kenna. Kenna just misstruck that one, and she's yelling at herself here. I may have heard a curse word from a distance. Maybe. So Kenna Kiefer there with a good shot, or a good opportunity, I should say. She just misstruck that one. So angry at herself. So minute number 77 of action. 2:20 on the clock here in the second half. Shania Walters, near side, Kenna Kiefer. Kenna looking to center. There it is. Looking for Ali Tao. Ali with a flat shove there, no call. Shania Walters uncorking a shot, defended nicely by Avery Billingsley. Cactus looking to counter. Deja White sends it back in to Cactus's zone. Here's Kenna Kiefer trying to stay on sides. Kenna bringing it toward the goal. Nice centering pass! Cleared out beautifully and coolly by Avery Billingsley. A lot of electricity here in the stadium. And there's a foul, maybe. Player goes down. So Kaylin White went down. There's a foul here. I think that was Katerina Kostaros on the foul. It'll be, I think, a direct kick from here.
Yeah, it should be direct.
And Isabella Narvaez will take it. And now Coach Tony Torres is like, Mia, I want you to take this one. So she can shoot directly on goal from here. The Falcons have a wall set up. Mia centering at service. Molly looking for the flick! And it just drifts near side. But it looked very promising. And Molly Hester there streaking toward the goal. And slow to get up. But up she comes. Tick-tock, 50 seconds on the clock here in the second half. Unless something happens dramatically here in these last 40 seconds, we are headed for overtime. Jordan Singleton. Now cleared back here. Mackenzie Johnson. Mia onto the ball. Over to Ali Towell. Ali to Kenna Kiefer. Kenna near side. Being bodied up very physically by her defender, Avery Billingsley. And down she goes. So this is going to be very close here. Outside the box, just outside the box. 10 seconds here. Shania Walters centering it to the center. Headed out. Kenzie Johnson heads it. And that's it. So scoreless here. Oh my gosh. Overtime. Well, I know this because I talked to the officials before the match. We went through all these scenarios. If we have overtime, there'll be, I think there's a, let's see here, he told me all the numbers. There's a short intermission, I think a 5-minute intermission here to let the players kind of reset themselves, get a drink. There'll be a 10-minute overtime period, I believe a 2-minute break period, another 10-minute overtime period, and if the score is still tied, we go to PK shootouts, which we don't want to see. I don't want to see that, you don't want to see that, nobody wants to see that, but it could happen. So the other thing to remember here is that if a goal is scored from either side, the match is not over, right? So we will play the two full-minute, 10-minute periods of overtime, regardless of what happens here. So no golden goal like you would see in a World Cup or an Olympics or something like that, but just something to kind of keep mind out for here. So if you like drama, this is a great match for you at home.
Yes.
Everyone on pins and needles in here at the stadium at Cienega High School, the Bobcat fans, the Falcon fans who traveled here for Cactus Shadows, just so much anxiety. For me, I do enjoy this. I can't say that I don't, but this is very stressful.
Very stressful.
Oh my goodness. All right. We should take a break. We should take a short break. We'll be back very soon here once we get some clarification on the time. But this is what we're looking forward to, right? So understand there will be a 10-minute overtime period. There will be a 2-minute break. There will be a second 10-minute overtime period. If the score is tied at that point, we shall go to a penalty kick shootout, which is the highest form of drama, I guess, that there is here in high school soccer. So we'll take a break. I'm Jason Miller, Kate Goss, Bobcat TV. Back in a few right here. Don't go anywhere. All right, so back in action here for overtime. Left shot! Off the top of the frame, didn't cross! So close. Kenneth Kiefer with the left foot hit the top of the frame and went down, but did not cross the line. So not a goal on that, but so close. Overtime rules. They will play a first 10-minute period. There'll be a 2-minute intermission. They'll play a second 10-minute overtime period. If a team scores, the match is not over. They will continue to play the full rest of the time. So no golden goal as it's described in World Cup action or Olympic action. Just talked to our principal, Kim Middleton. She's down in the press box. Our athletic director, Matt Johnson. The sentiment is universally shared. No one wants to see a PK shootout. So however this is resolved tonight, we're hoping that one of the teams will score a decisive goal, and that's how it will be settled. May the best team win here tonight. But no PK shootout, please. Molly Hester, right-footed shot. Ooh. You hear the oohs collectively from the fans on that one. So Hester with time and space is a dangerous formula. Right-footed or left-footed. The great goalkeeping of Emily Bankston here has lifted Cactus Shadows tonight. But just great play from both squads here across the board, from, I guess, bottom to top of their lineups, going back from defensive line to midfield to the top of the forwards. Singleton plays it over here near side. Kaylin White. Ooh, a lot of contact there. Molly Hester is down for a moment, slow to get up. Lainey Bunton on the throw-in. Kenneth Kiefer here, right foot, great defense. Gracia Cook there on the defense to thwart that shot. Shania Walters here with a left-footed shot, and it rolls on the carpet to Bankston. Emily Bankston, orange jersey, the keeper, number 1, has been terrific tonight. Ali Tal looking for Kenneth Kiefer. There's Big Jack Suter on the other side. I don't know, maybe 6'4", maybe 6'5", 6'6", super tall. And I know that it's an advantage to be tall as a goalkeeper. So, boy, I would have loved to have seen him play when he was playing at an elite level. I'm sure he was just superb as a goalkeeper. Deja White loses her defender. Centers off of the head of the Falcon defender. It'll be a corner kick for Cienega. That was Gracia Cook, who's been great here tonight defensively for Cactus Shadows as well. And got some bats flying overhead, looking for insects, probing. And it'll be a goal kick here for Cactus Shadows. Thought it was a little bit chilly for bats to be out here, honestly, but who knows? There are at least 3 of them flying around here. And I saw a couple of moths and probably hapless insects that are being digested maybe as we speak here by these bats. I would say the bats are our friends, but I think that they started the COVID spread. I think they're being blamed here for this outbreak of COVID-19. So I'm usually a fan of bats, but I'm starting to question how I feel about them. All right, played back here to the keeper for Cienega, Isabella Holly, 24. So she's staying in here for the overtime period. She's warm. Great keeping here on both sides tonight. Be a throw-in for the Cats. Some nifty ball handling there by Abigail Benedetto, the junior midfielder for Cactus Shadows. It's high-level competition tonight, just what you want to see in sports, not just at the high school level, but at any level. Laney looking for Ali. Jordan plays it over to Kaylin. Kaylin sends it across to Kenna. Kenna going left foot. She was heading in one direction. Molly Hester was going in a different direction. So miscommunication there between those two players. Again, if they can connect, that's a deadly combination. Molly Hester there shrugs off her defender. Now Molly with some steam, looking to uncork a shot. Oh, and handled by Emily Bankston. So off of her fingertips, it lingered and fluttered for a moment, and she was able to corral it. Now the Cats here. Kenna Kiefer thought about the left foot. A couple of moves here and lost the ball. So stalwart defense yet again. McKenna Schuler, number 8. Emily Brashear, number 2, has been dazzling too as well defensively, and Avery Billingsley. So great defenders there from Cactus. Kaylin plays it over to Laney. Laney to the center to Molly. Molly over to Kenna. Kenna Kiefer, 14. Looking left foot. Thwarted and then blasted and launched long and over. But again, stellar, stalwart, solid defense. McKenna Schuler, number 8. A rock defensively for Cactus Shadows. 2 subs coming in, 1 for Cienega and 1 from Cactus. Isabella Narvaez, number 4. I missed the Cactus sub that came in, so I didn't see the number. So there's Emily Brashear, freshman. Good shielding there, some harsh contact. Things stepping up. Narvaez coming near side along the sideline, centering it to Molly Hester. Molly plays it back across, and then a quick touch there by Cactus. So frenzied action and frenzied pace here in both directions. And now a counterattack by Cactus. Mackenzie Johnson with the header. Mia plays it back over to Shania. Shania back over to Jordan. Jordan Singleton. Jordan to Kenna. Kenna Kiefer, far side of the field. Blazing speed. Looking to center, puts on the brakes. And cleared by Cameron Capuzzo. Cameron over to Taylor Fitzmaurice. Sorry, that was 18, so Alex Cochlease. Deja White back to Jordan Singleton. So we've got, boy, these minutes are just flying here. I guess time is relative, but it just seems as if these 7 minutes plus have just flown past. 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock here, and overtime period number 1. So I guess minute number 87 of action. Katerina Kosteros, number 20, and there should be a foul there. And there is. So she got entangled with Shania Walters. You see Ali Tal there pleading her case to the center official, to no avail. McKenna Schuler, from about 35 yards out, which I guess is really 45 because of the distance in the end zone. Left-footed serve, bounces out there. Mackenzie Johnson barely clears it out. And then cleared out by Kaylin White. Molly Hester has Isabella Narvaez right there. Isabel looking forward here. Sends a chip forward to Kenna Kiefer. Kenna off the head. Kenna looking with that speed here. Shielded off by her defender, Gracia Cook. And Gracia coolly just clears that ball out. So it'll be a throw in here for Cienega. Got 1 minute and 5 seconds on the clock here in overtime period number 1. Shania Walters will throw it in for Cienega. Cats, black jerseys, white shorts, going right to left. Cactus Shadows, all white. White jerseys, white shorts, white socks, going left to right. Kenna Kiefer off the head. Mia Torres, daughter of Tony Torres, Coach Tony Torres. Should have clarified that for you fans earlier here tonight. I saw Brendan Torres, the older sibling of Mia, a great distance runner at Empire High School, graduated last year, part of the class of 2020. Just gave him a thumbs up. I know he is on pins and needles as a huge fan. Kenna Kiefer centering it here, launches it over the end line. It'll be a goal kick here for Cactus Shadows. 20 seconds on the clock in overtime period number 1. Kenna with a header, then headed back by Kristen Jacobson, number 22 senior defender. Kenna bounces into Avery Billingsley. Avery down there momentarily, and then she pops back up. So the horn sounds here. Clarion call across the way. Scoreless still after 90 minutes of action.
Yes.
It's always hard for me, Kate, because you look at the clock, right, and they run the clock down. So they start with 40 minutes on the clock. You go through the first half, play the first 40. Then in the second half, they start down again from 40 minutes. So I'm not great at math, especially math in my head. So it's always like trying to do the calculation. And I'm not the fastest at that. But, oh, man. I just can't believe there are bats out here, too. It's kind of crazy. I thought they didn't like the cold weather, but here they are, fluttering about. So a strange night. March the 10th.
Yes.
There's going to be emotion out here, which I hate to see. You're going to have the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Both these teams are champions in my book. The level of play has been superlative. There's no other way to say it. And you just hate to see the match has to end at some point. So a championship effort here from both of these squads. Got to give Cactus Shadows like extra credit, because if you lose 2 of your key players, which they've done, right? So Riley Glasgow, the senior midfielder, tore her ACL recently, out for the season. Emily O'Neill, 14, the senior midfielder, both captains, the fractured collarbone or clavicle very recently. So I just want to send our best wishes out to Riley and Emily, who are watching from home, probably rooting for these girls. And there's going to be high drama.
Very high drama.
Oh my gosh. Kate Goss, Jason Miller, Bobcat TV, Nick Irvin, the sponsor of Bobcat TV. We appreciate all of your expertise and your production, the production value, the time, and the energy, and the effort to come out here and broadcast this match so our fans at home can watch, grandparents in different states, those who are serving in our military, both here and abroad. We thank you for your service, and your effort, and your time, and your energy, your sacrifices, your dedication to this country. So we've got 30 seconds here in this little break here, this intermission of overtime. Fans had a couple of moments to collect themselves, gather themselves, hit the bathroom quickly, take care of business, whatever that might be. Players out on the field now limbering up, getting ready for overtime period number 2. So 10 minutes of action. And if either of these teams is able to put the biscuit into the basket or just connect on a goal here, it'll be a tremendous psychological lift and an emotional boost. So let's see how things shake out here. Cactus Shadows going right to left. Cienega going left to right. Shania Walters on the throw-in. Kenna Kiefer shielding her player. She's being shadowed by McKenna Schuler. And she lost it off of her foot. So it'll be a goal kick here. I just hope that Kenna's able to keep her emotions in check, right? She had a good opportunity late in regulation, and you know, she swore out loud to herself. She was frustrated with herself. She's got to be able to shake these things off and just go back for the next play. Got to shake it off, have a short memory, just keep plugging away. The work rate has to continue. Shania Walters has been a settling presence here in the midfield for Cienega, making many forays into the offensive end. Here's a question, it's a rhetorical question. Where are the ball shaggers at here? So I know there's one shagger near side. She was also on her phone too, so let's put the phone away and stay focused on shagging.
I think that is Shannon Middleton, the sister of Peyton.
Oh well, I don't want to. I'm not criticizing anybody, so sorry. Let me take that back. It's a hard job. Molly Hester. Thwarted defensively. Molly now shielding her player, looking across the way. So there was a player far side. I don't know if that's Gabby who was there calling for the ball, looking for it, but Molly didn't see her. Kenna Kiefer to Molly Hester. Molly goes down. It looked a little floppy to me. I thought I heard a whistle, but no whistle. Play continues. Cactus on a counterattack here. Katarina Kostaros with the ball at her feet. About 20 yards out. Sandwich there. Jordan Singleton filling back defensively, recovering nicely to stifle that attack. So Molly at the 40, kind of slow to get up. She took a hard tumble to the turf. Throw in here for Grace Cook. Into the corner, headed toward the center. Mackenzie Johnson nicely stepping up here defensively. Kenna Kiefer looking to fly. Oh, that's Molly Hester. So Molly over there to Allie. Allie Tal to Mia, too strong on the pass. Jordan Singleton with the left foot, couldn't settle it. Played back there by Emma Pasco. And now it's forwarded here by Kaylin White to Lainey Bunton. So here's Lainey on the far side. Looking to center, left foot, it's behind the frame. Again, great job screening there by the Falcon defender, taking away the angle that Lainey was looking for with the left foot. Got a substitution coming in here for the Cats, Isabella Narvaez. Minute 93. 6:20 on the clock, so counting down from 6:20. Second overtime period. And the later this match gets, the more the anxiety and tension ratchets up. Off the head of Allie Towell. Throw in here for Cactus. Kaylin White defensively there. It'll be a throw in for Cienega. Mackenzie Johnson back there as well. Boy, this back line of Cienega, which is stalwart, has been tested and pushed to its brink here tonight. Lainey plays it back to Kaylin. Kaylin with the left foot. Over to Allie Towell. Hit high into the air. Kenna off the head, trying to redirect it in her direction. The Falcon defender, Grace Cook, just clears it out of bounds. Thrown by Jordan Singleton, looking for Kenna Kiefer. Kenna's been going sideline often. Now she feigns that way, tries to head it back in, loses the ball, comes back with a shove. So that should be a foul. They're calling it here. Again, a little bit of frustration there by Kenna. So great defense there by Avery Billingsley. Keep it in check. Hey, so much pressure. So a big stage out there. 22 girls, 11 from each side, under the microscope, as it were. Yeah, definitely a handball there. So the right forearm of Allie Towell. And a direct kick here at midfield. Kickoffs, I wonder about fatigue. Is that a factor with these girls? I mean, just the high level of energy that both sides are exerting here. Again, another handball that should have been called. It was right off the left hand of Shania Walters. But is fatigue a factor for either of these teams?
I don't think so.
No. Adrenaline.
Yeah.
Adrenaline carries everything through.
Yep.
Isabella trying to fight her way through, but McKenna Schuler is right there. You know, I'm just thinking about this. I had the pleasure of just briefly interacting with McKenna before the match. I was looking for somebody. One of the girls from Cactus was asking about water on the far side. Had to find out, like, is this water drinkable? it's free access. Like, how does it work? And I just talked to her just for the briefest of moments. So it just kind of dawned on me right now. So I had a brush with greatness there pre-match. So McKenna Schuler, just outstanding play here tonight defensively for Cactus Shadows. Well, entangled there. So finally the official calling the whistle. So Avery Billingsley was ensnared with Allie Towell. All right now. It's never good when the officials are the focal point here. That's always a bad sign. So Brian Jenkins, the head official at the center here, the center official. John Fung near side, the linesman Mike Dunn the far side. But Brian Jenkins here officiating. Lady Bunton with some good effort there. Wins a throw in. Now she gets shoved, and this will result in a direct kick here for the Cats. So within striking distance, about 25 yards out. Cactus setting up a wall here. And Mackenzie Johnson is going to take this direct kick. So high pressure situation for Emily Bankston, the keeper from Cactus Shadows. Looked like a promising shot there by Mackenzie, but wide near side. Had all the velocity that you want and pretty good placement. Tough to tell from this angle, but it looked promising. Goal kick here off of Mia Torres' head. Briefly off of Katarina Costaros' foot. Now launched back here. Reeling back defensively. Laney Bunton sprinting onto it. Bounces into a player. Blasts one off of another player. Screaming here. I'm not sure what she's upset about. What is she screaming about on the far side?
Lady?
Yeah.
I don't know what she'd be screaming
Trying to
about.
encourage her teammates to step forward?
Yeah.
Looking for somebody else to pass to?
Yeah, probably to get open.
Right.
So, yeah, something to pass to.
High intensity. We've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds here in the second overtime period. Minute 97 of action. Gabby Streve with the left foot off of a defender. It'll be a throw in for Cienega. Molly Hester in the corner. Tries to keep that in. She does. It's cleared by Cactus Shadows. Another throw in for the Bobcats. 1:38 on the clock and counting. Tick, 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 tick. Kenna Kiefer serving that with the left foot. It'll be a goal kick for Cactus Shadows. Well, the likelihood here is looking more and more as if we're going to go to a penalty kick shootout. It's high drama. It's not the kind of drama that anybody really wants to see.
No, definitely not.
So a minute and 20 here for either side to put one on the tally board. Ball's played out of bounds. 1 minute exactly on the clock. Thrown for Cactus. Sent down to the corner. Katarina Kostaros there. Pushing forward. Great job by the keeper to smother that one. So Isabella Hawley coming through. Katarina Kostaros putting on tremendous pressure. There was a defender back there screening as well. And Isabella Hawley was able to slither through and grab that one. And now we have an official here making a signal, I guess, with the clock. So the clock is continuing to run. 25 seconds and counting. Kostaros. Danger, danger, and dangerous. Great job by Jordan Singleton, who was kind of dragged down from behind. No call. Mackenzie Johnson clearing it. Tick-tock, 12 seconds. 9 seconds. 7. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the horn sounds. So Cactus Shadows, no chance there for a throw-in. And high drama, here we come. So it'll be a PK shootout There'll be a short intermission here. Both coaches, I'm sure they have their PK lineups set up here, ready to go. But that's what we're looking for. So, and Kate Goss, you can tell us if I'm wrong here, but it'll be 5 players from each side that will be selected to take penalty kicks.
Yeah, 5 first, and if it continues, the line continues. So when they set it up, there'll be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But the first 5 will be the ones who go first.
However long it goes.
Yep.
Until there's a decision, a decisive result here, one way or the other. Well, I know I spoke to all 3 officials pre-match. They told me the clock, they gave me the sequence, and it was like, whatever he said to me is out of my memory bank. So I have no recollection of what he told me exactly. He was like, all right, he's like, okay, there'll be 5-minute break, then a 10-minute overtime period, a 2-minute intermission, a second 10-minute overtime period, another short intermission, PKs if we need them. And we all kind of said, the consensus is, well, we don't want to go to PKs. We all said that before the match. Well, here we are. So the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, and we've got a penalty kick shootout. So best of luck here to both squads going into PKs. So much pressure. Kate, I'm sure you've been in these situations before, taking shots in PKs. What do you think about as you're approaching? Do you feel and under intense scrutiny as it seems? Like you're out there on a stage, an island, unto yourself with every eye in the stadium watching you.
Yeah, everybody's just focusing on you, and it's very nerve-wracking. I've never been very good at PKs, but I know these girls have been practicing, and so someone will step up to the plate and put them away. We'll see if Isabel Holly can save some goals for us.
Well, Cienega High School, it's deja vu. Last year in the opening round of state playoffs, PK shootouts against Notre Dame Prep. So hoping for a different result this year in 2021. I would also guess that Isabella Holly, who was the keeper for the second half and both overtime periods, will remain the net keeper for Cienega here for the PKs. Well, they've determined which goal that we're going to be shooting on. It'll be the goal that is to our left. So both goalkeepers will take turns alternating, defending their goal. Looks like Molly Hester is going to go first here for Cienega. Wow, good hops there by Emily Bankston. So she hopped up and smacked that crossbar. Getting ready here to defend and looking to react with cat-like reflexes going in either direction. Molly Hester, number 19, the senior on the first kick here, the first PK. Molly delivering. High pressure. She's like, whatever. Just deposited that like you would deposit a check at the bank. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Cactus Shadows. Abigail Benedetto on the first PK. There's a goal. So Abigail depositing that one to the right side. And I think Isabella was guessing right. So it's difficult, right? As a keeper, you've got to try to guess and have the twitchiest of reflexes here to spring in one direction or the other. So much pressure. Mackenzie Johnson. Mackenzie delivering. Big back attack. Mackenzie Johnson, 22, pumping the fist here. Giving some energy to this fan base. Hugging her mates. All the players on both sides here, arms interlaced around the backs. The sisterhood is strong in both squads. Katerina Kostaros, the junior midfielder here for Cactus Shadows. Katerina delivers. Deja White for Cienega, the junior number 9 on the PK. Deja delivering. So coolly.
Yeah, Deja's very cool and composed when it comes to taking PKs.
Wow. This is Grace Cook, number 25. Grace delivering. Lenny Bunton for Cienega. Senior, number 10. And a save. Emily Bankston. Great to see Mackenzie Johnson coming out there, encouraging her teammate, got her arm around her. It's great support, exactly what you want to see from your teammates, your sisters. Izzy Coakley's for Cactus Shadows. She blasts it high, but it's in. Jordan Singleton for Cienega. And Jordan delivers. Kate, the Cats have to save. If this Falcon player delivers, that's the match. There it is. Emma Pasco for Cactus Shadows. And she delivers as coolly as you can and has stunned this home crowd at Cienega. It was a beautiful match. It was played beautifully by both sides. It was the highest level of competition. It was teammate, teamwork, exemplary play, and it just ends abruptly. congratulations to Cactus Shadows.
Congratulations to them. They played a great match.
They played a beautiful match here tonight. Every one of their players delivered on their penalty kicks as if they were playing in their backyard as a little kiddo.
Yeah.
So Abigail Benedetto scored the first goal. Katerina Kostaros scored the second. Grace Cook the third. Izzy Coakley's the fourth. Emma Pasco delivering. So number 17, the senior. And these Falcons players coming out here celebrating jubilantly here, as they should. They played a beautiful match here tonight. And then Kate, like, I had such dreams and such visions for this Cienega High School girls soccer team, who I call the Dynamite Girls of Cienega High School. Coach Tony calls them the Queen Cats. The support here from the community in Vail is so strong for this program. Like, we love you girls, and it's just so difficult to, like, emotionally to go through, because I just had such visions and such dreams in my mind about where I thought this team could go. And I thought the same thing last year. So to be stunned here at home in back-to-back years is very difficult to handle. The squad from last year I thought was so strong. And Haley Harris and Peyton Middleton and all these girls here. It's just like, it's great to see the girls from Cienega coming out here and getting some recognition from both fan bases. What a great example here for the community. What a great example for our country. There's nothing we can't do if we work together, right? So we have so much that we have in common and so many things that can unite us. And I would encourage people not to listen to the noise that's out there. And I would quite frankly be distrustful of somebody who is preaching or promoting that message of division and hatred and resentment. And I would encourage everybody out there to be kind and loving and generous and think the best of people and try to lift people up and encourage and support others. I'm happy for Cactus Shadows, but I am so sad for Cienega High School here tonight, and Coach Tony Torres and Coach Hector Camacho and Alex Davis and the seniors, Gabby Strave, Lainey Bunton, Allie Towell, Marissa Etchert, Mia Torres, Molly Hester, Kate Goss, Mackenzie Johnson. Those girls, those seniors, the program, this program is at such a high level. The mountain, it just gets more difficult to climb the deeper that you get. And the state playoffs, which, again, like, coming into this match, I looked at the rosters. I mean, I didn't look at much statistics, really, but just looking at Riley Glasgow and Emily O'Neill, who must be just, in one regard, disappointed but not being able to be here with their teammates, but in another level, just thrilled for their teammates here, too. What a story of grit, determination, resiliency here from Cactus Shadows to overcome that kind of adversity. What a beautifully coached match here by Jack Suter. Coach Tony Torres is one of the best coaches in the state of Arizona. And his wife, Sumusa Torres, who coaches Catalina Foothills girls, who I would expect to have beaten Ironwood Ridge here tonight. So
they should go on to face Catalina Foothills in the next round.
So Cactus will play Catalina Foothills.
If they win tonight, yeah.
If Cat Foothills won tonight or wins tonight,
yeah,
on Saturday at 11 a.m. at Catalina Foothills High School.
Yep.
That's the matchup that should play out on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's a fascinating matchup. I know one player from Cat Foothills, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing her last name, but it's Caitlin. Is it Mare or Mar?
Caitlin Marr, yeah.
Caitlin Marr. So she is dynamite, and she's a senior. And I saw her 2 years ago when Foothills played South Point Catholic, and that South Point Catholic team went back to back to back. That's a dynasty. So that team was unbelievable. I would go watch South Point's girls on a Friday night just to watch them play.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Phil Grunsfelder at South Point. He's like, "What are you doing?" I came to check out this team. He's like, "You're not broadcasting?" "Nope." "Really? On a Friday?" "Yep." He was stunned by that. I'm like, this is the best program in town. These girls are special. Oh, I'm just heartbroken. So I'm very happy for Coach Suter, Jack Suter, and the Falcons of Cactus Shadows, but I'm just devastated for Cienega High School. This is such a punch to the gut.
Well, I wish Cactus Shadows the best of luck as they go on in the tournament. So.
I do too. And I really enjoyed talking to Coach Suter this morning, Coach Jack, and then talking to him pre-match. And I have no words. So I'll say this. We appreciate all of you for tuning into our broadcast on Bobcat TV. Special thanks to Nick Irvin, who is the sponsor of Bobcat TV. Special thanks to Kate Goss, the senior here, who's our color commentator. Do you have any last thoughts or last words before we sign this broadcast off?
I've just been very glad to be a part of this program for all 4 years, really. And so it's sad to see it end, but life goes on. But thank you all for watching.
It's very difficult. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We want to wish Cactus Shadows the very best of luck. And then to our Supergirls from Cienega High School, the Dynamite Squad, just thank you for just being excellent student athletes and role models and leaders on this campus and this community. And we're excited for you for whatever you do in the future. But we wish Cactus Shadows the best. We congratulate them on their victory. Safe travels. For Kate Goss and Nick Irvin, I'm Jason Miller. Thanks for tuning in on Bobcat TV. Good night, everybody.